Alright, we gotta finish this book. And we can read another one, I guess. Maybe if I get more than the 3 views I got now. Alright, did you hear about the microphone checker that got really drunk? He had one too many. Went into an Apple store and farted. Everyone started glaring at me. I said, what? Not my fault you don't have windows? As soon as space travel is possible, I'm moving from the Milky Way towards soy Milky Way galaxy. I'm galactose intolerant. I've just bought the personalized number plate BAA BAA for my black Jeep. Bye black Jeep. Why is girlfriend one word, but best friend is 2 words? Because your best friend gives you space when you need it. What do you call someone who drills holes? Boring. Touché. Police have warned of a man in craft stores dipping his testicles in glitter. It's pretty nuts. Which starts with an O and ends with nions, and sometimes makes you cry. Opinions. A friend asked me what rhymes with orange. I said, no it doesn't. I was drinking my milkshake on a cliff and thought, wow, this is legendary. Her. Why don't you write a book instead of your stupid wordplay jokes? Me. That's a novel idea. What word starts with E, ends with E, and only has 1 letter in it? Envelope. Oh no. Gonorrhea would have been a great name for diarrhea medicine. The oldest computer can be traced back to Adam and Eve. It was an apple with extremely limited memory. Just 1 bite, then everything crashed. I buy my guns from a guy called T-Rex. He's a small arms dealer. Juggling seems fun. I just don't have the balls to do it. Do you guys remember that one-hit wonder Gautier guy? You could say that he was somebody that we used to know. What was Beethoven's favorite snack? Banana. Of course. What did the German sausage say to his friend? You are the worst. Why is 68 afraid of 70? Because 69 and 70 got into a fight in 71. I can't believe that viruses and bacteria will just invade my body without permission. It makes me sick. My wife thinks I don't give her enough privacy. At least that's what she said in her diary. I went to the store to pick up 8 cans of Sprite. But when I got home, I realized I'd only picked 7 Up. I hate the key E minor. It gives me the EBGBs. What did the black pepper say to his wife after coming out of the grinder? Don't worry, I'm fine. I asked my friend Sam to sing a song about the iPhone. And then Sam sung. Man, boss, can I have a week off around Christmas? Boss, it's May. Man, sorry, may I have a week off around Christmas? I had a pet newt once. I called him Tiny because he was my newt. My girlfriend left a note on the fridge saying, "This isn't working, I'm leaving." What a liar. I opened the fridge door and it was working fine. Breaking news. An Italian branch of Heinz soup has just gone into administration. What's a goblin's favorite dinner? Goulash. A thief tried to steal the paintings at the Louvre in Paris. He was caught 2 streets away when he ran out of petrol. He said, I had no Monet to buy the gas to make the Van Gogh, but I tried because I had nothing to lose. I was at a job interview today when the manager handed me a laptop and said, I want you to try to sell this to me. So I put it under my arm, left the building, and went home. Eventually, he called me and said, bring my laptop back now. I said, 200 pounds and it's yours. I showed my badly damaged luggage to a lawyer and said, I want to sue this airline. He said, but you don't have much of a case. My friend said he didn't understand what cloning was. I said, that makes 2 of us. I spent 10 minutes trying to remember what the opposite of night was. In the end, I had to call it a day. If Bill Gates had a penny for every time he reboots my computer... Oh wait, he does. Welcome back, everybody. It's apparently not a good way to start a speech if you're the best man at your friend's second wedding. I just made sure my daughter inherits our bathroom scales after I die. Because where there's a will, there's a way. Why did the whale cross the ocean? To get to the other tide. My girlfriend asked, how do you feel about getting married? I replied, it has a nice ring to it. I've looked everywhere and I can't find it. Translation. I've looked in one spot and gave up because I'm lost without you. Why were the 2 crows arrested? Murder. Stupid group of crows. I didn't eat anything other than brown bread for dinner. That was my whole meal. What do you call an ancient Egyptian? An old geezer. My wife has kicked me out because of my bad Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions. Don't worry. I'll return. I almost tried to show off to a girl by telling her that I had made a car entirely from spaghetti. She said she can never be with someone who makes up such stupid lies. You should have seen her face when I drove straight pasta. I looked longingly into my beloved's eyes and whispered, A-E-I-O-U, sometimes Y. The priest turned to her and said, has the bride prepared any wedding vows? I just found out I'm colorblind. The diagnosis came out of the purple. Me. I'm terrified of random letters. Therapist. You are? Me. Therapist. I see. What do you call a beehive without an exit? Unbelievable. What happens if you throw a Finnish sailor overboard? Helsinki. My wife said she saw a bow tie made of solid mahogany. She said she nearly bought it for me but didn't think I'd wear it. I replies, wooden tie? I ordered a giant duck at a fancy restaurant last night. The bill was huge. I saw my ex-wife across the museum hall, but I felt too self-conscious to say hello. But there was just too much history between us. How do you make an egg roll? Push it downhill. What's the one thing to guarantee you get butterflies? Caterpillar. I yelled cow to a woman on a bike, and she gave me the finger, and she rode straight into the cow. What did the green grape say to the purple grape? Oh my God, breathe, breathe. What did the policeman say to his belly button? You're under a vest. Why is 16 always full? because it ate and ate. A ship carrying red paint collided with a ship carrying blue paint. Both crews ended up marooned. Why do the Swedish Navy have barcodes on their ships? So when they return to port, they can be Scandinavian. What do you call two worms in love? Soil mates. Recently, I bumped into a guy who sold me my antique globe. It's a small world. Someone dropped a power tool on my head the other day. 1 minute I was fine, then bosh. My favorite word is drool. Just rolls off the tongue. Why can't Stevie Wonder see his friends? Because he's married. Married, you guys. Didn't expect that, huh? Whoever lost their phone outside the bar, please stop ringing my new phone. It wasn't much fun when I broke my neck last year, but now I can look back and laugh. True fact, before the crowbar was invented, most crows drank at home. I've been prescribed anti-gloating cream. I can't wait to rub it in. Spring is here, but I can't plant flowers yet. I haven't bought any. Why do cows wear bells around their necks? Because their horns don't work. I just came home from work when my wife ran towards me and tore off all her clothes. At that point, my wife flashed before my eyes. Don't you hate it when people answer their own questions? I do. Wife. I need an anagram for nuclear. Me? That's unclear. My husband always buys cheap toilet paper. It's a pain in the arse. My friend keeps saying, cheer up, it could be worse. You could be in a hole in the ground full of water. I know he means well. What do you call a tired skeleton? The grim sleeper. I've never seen the inside of my ears, but I've heard good things. Just spent 300 pounds on a limousine and discovered that the fee doesn't include a driver. Can't believe I spent all that money and have nothing to show for it. My wife and I were up all night arguing about the laundry. At 2 a.m., I folded. Arguing with my wife is like reading a software license agreement. In the end, I ignore it all and click, I agree. At the Olympics, I saw an athlete carrying a long stick and asked him, are you a pole vaulter? He replied, no, I'm German. How do you know my name is Walter? What is green and sings? Elvis Parsley. Yeah. You hear about the latest book on poltergeist? It's flying off the shelves. Finally bought my daughter her first watch. It's about time. My girlfriend poked me in the eyes, so I stopped seeing her for a while. Why do the French only use one egg when baking a cake? Because one egg is off. UNOEUF. Off. Oil. I don't know. Mark Knopfler and Chris Ray have formed a new band. It's called Diarrhea. Why do all benches smell of urine? Excuse me. Why do all beaches smell of urine? Because the seaweed. Yeah. Benches might have been a homeless joke. I just got the job as the senior director of the Old MacDonald Farm. I'm now the CIEIO. My son wanted to know what it's like to be married. I asked him to leave me alone, and when he did, I asked him why he was ignoring me. How do you invite a dinosaur for lunch? T-Rex? Care to join me? If two witches watched two watches, which witch would watch which watch? Each witch would watch which watch belonged to which witch's wrist. Bro, this don't say nothing about no tongue twisters. If two witches watch two watches, which witch would watch which watch? Each witch would watch which watch belonged to which witch's wrist. Right. Where did Noah keep his bees? In his archives. My wife bought me a hideous leather jacket, but I don't mind wearing it. I'm easily swayed. I told my dad I wanted to see Spider-Man Far From Home. He said, but surely it's the same movie if you watch it here. I've dedicated my whole life to finding a cure for insomnia. I won't rest until I find it. So, do you want to hear a really good Batman impression? Father, go on then. Son, not the kryptonite. Father, that's Superman. Thanks, Dad. I've really been practicing a lot. I don't think vodka could help my problems, but it was worth a shot. My wife told me she thought we'd have less arguments if I wasn't so pedantic. I told her, I think you mean fewer. What do farmers give their wives on Valentine's Day? Hugs and kisses. Ah, ah, ah. My weird boss has assigned designated toilet breaks for all employees, and it's now my turn. I really don't need this shit. The gluteus maximus is the largest muscle in your body. In fact, it's a huge ass muscle. Me. Sorry, boss, I can't come in today. I have a wee cough. Boss, you have a wee cough? Me. Really? Thanks, boss. See you next week. When I became a superhero, I'm going to be called ironic. So when there's trouble and I'm running away, they'll shout, isn't that ironic? Why did the monkey and Jane fight over Tarzan? Because they heard that he swings both ways. Alright, we got 2 more pages. I used to be in a band called Missing Cat. You probably saw our posters. My doctor told me to drink 2 glasses of red wine after a hot bath, but I can't even finish drinking the hot bath. If your can opener can't open a particular can, it becomes a cannot opener. Which days of the week are the strongest? Saturday and Sunday. The rest are weekdays. No game. So far, Humpty Dumpty is having a terrible winter, which sucks because he had a great fall. Alright, not much left. Guess we'll save that for our next one. If you hadn't seen, my bad. Real monsters.